White people did not fight the Civil War for black people, as black people have probably somewhat figured out by now. They fought it for themselves. They believed that human beings shouldn't enslave other human beings, that humanity is very important, and that was a principle that a lot of people believed, and they thought that they were ready to die for that principle. And that's what happens in wars, is we have a vision of humanity that we insist has to be carried out, and we get into wars about how we're going to be as a people. And there's other factors like economics and money. Nothing's ever, that singular, but that is always the driving force. And there was a group of people, especially in the North, where they didn't need slaves anymore, who had the opportunity to adopt this morality that that's not what you should do to human beings. And in the South, they were like, look, we enslave animals to work for us. That's just what we do. That's part of life. We will chain an ox to a plow, and that's how we get things done, is controlling other life forms to make our lives better. And they said, no, human beings are a separate group, and so you can't do that with them, and we will kill you if you don't stop. And people who believe in PETA and the animal rights groups, they say they're just like the abolitionists, the anti-slavery people, but they even go further. They say you shouldn't even enslave animals, and you shouldn't eat them, and they have a right to live just like the slaves had a right to live, and life shouldn't, you shouldn't control other life forms. They have the right to live. And if you really carry that out to its extreme, plants and other things are also alive, and you shouldn't eat them. And if you don't, then you'll die, because there's nothing else that life feeds on life. And animals eat each other, animals eat plants, some plants eat animals, very few, but life feeds, and that's how you stay alive and keep going. And that's really the world that we live in. And so it's easy to see how the debate now has become just, oh, well, slavery is just wrong, and we know that without question because the North won. But especially back in the day, it was not that obvious to everyone, because it's still not a conclusive thing. It's something that we believe and we've decided to adopt and see how it works out. But it wasn't done for black people. It was done so white people could feel good about who they were. And you can see, that in the relationship, the modern day relationship between black and white people, that they were doing it for themselves.